Welcome back. All right, so some news of the day for all you fine people. So yesterday there was a lot of discussion about Nathan MacKinnon hitting an official with his stick, which did take place. The NHL has now come out with a statement. That statement reading that Nathan MacKinnon didn't mean to hit an official with his stick. He meant to engage with an opponent. So he was going to hit somebody else with his stick. So there won't be any subsequent, there's no fines, there's no suspension, anything like that, because it was an accident. So people asked me about that yesterday. I didn't talk about it in the review. I wanted to see what the league would do, and here we are. The league is saying they're not doing anything about it. They can't see intent there. So, and they talked to the on-ice crew too. So I'm sure that the linesmen, the referees that were on the ice at the time would say what they saw and how they felt about it. And so, yeah, that's that. But I will say this. MacKinnon, likely to be watched for how he interacts with officials going forward. That being said, though, let me know what you guys think of that decision in the comment section below. I know it's been a topic of some conversation online. Speaking of which, Dougie Hamilton, New Jersey fans should be happy about this. That should be a good conversation for them in that he is going to return Thursday. Amanda Stein reporting that Lindy Ruff had said that he is good to come back from his broken jaw on Thursday. That's good news. Apparently paired with Jonas Siegenthaler as well. So, yeah, Hamilton, good to come back for the Devils. On the injured list, though, Andrew Ladd. Andrew Ladd is going to be out 4 to 6 weeks with a lower body injury. So if they were thinking about maybe making him available at the deadline and maybe getting somebody to take if they could retain and this kind of thing, 4 to 6 weeks takes them past the deadline. So in all the odds are that he's probably still Arizona property past the deadline. And it's kind of too bad because Ladd's been useful for Arizona. He's not the Andrew Ladd he was, say, 5-6 years ago, but he has still been a useful player for them. And, yeah, so he's out for 4 to 6 weeks. On the road back is Teddy Blueger for the Pittsburgh Penguins. He was at practice. Now, of course, he's dealing with a fractured jaw. His return is still to be determined. However, he was wearing a non-contact jersey, so he's just out there. He's practicing drills and whatnot. Just he's in a non-contact jersey, so he's not taking hits at this point. Blueger, of course, being out is, I really like Teddy Blueger. He is my favorite Penguin of the roster they have right now. I don't know how important he is in terms of winning and losing, but he could be a big player in the playoffs. When Pittsburgh gets to the playoffs, I think this year that focus is going to be on, all right, we need to get out of the first round for the first time since 2018. We need to do this. Blueger could be one of those guys who comes through with a huge game in the playoffs. Could be, throwing a couple of hits at the right time and maybe getting a big goal, and just his two-way game can be really good. So hopefully Blueger's good to go soon enough. Interesting news with St. Louis. Jordan Binnington starting against Philadelphia. Normally this wouldn't be a big deal, but Husso started 4 in a row. If Binnington goes out against Philadelphia tonight and does not have a good game, if he ends up allowing 4 or more goals, it will only add to that narrative that Husso is outplaying him. And if they were to lose the game against Philadelphia, and if the perception's there that Binnington's part of the reason they lost the game to Philadelphia, that'll definitely have some people talking too. Husso's having a fantastic year. No argument about that. Husso's been fantastic. I don't think Binnington's been bad, but I remember when Binnington came in, Jake Allen wasn't bad. Jake Allen was a decent goaltender, just he got usurped by Binnington. It kind of feels like now it's happening that Binnington's been usurped by Ville Husso. So we'll see if Binnington goes out there tonight. Maybe he gets a shutout, and we're having a conversation about, hey, now both goaltenders are going well. We shall see. Interesting news with the Toronto Maple Leafs. Jake Muzzin did end up going to the hospital after his head hit the ice last night. With his history of head injury, that makes total sense to be abundantly cautious as need be. He is not traveling with the team either. So this is not great news. If Muzzin ends up being out for an extended period, Toronto will be in the market, you would think, for another top 4 defenseman. This is when people would circle back to, if he's going to go on LTIR, maybe John Klingberg rumors come up, like that kind of thing, right? Not saying that's the guy they're going to be looking for, but rumors of them looking for a defenseman could be out there. I know there's been some talk about maybe Luke Schenn going back to the Toronto Maple Leafs. But, yeah, Muzzin, Not traveling with the team is not great news. Jake Muslin's had a lot of problems with injury over the last couple of years, and here's to hoping that that it's not as bad as it looked last night. Because again, I think for most players, if that happens, you kind of get a little scared, and you're like, "Oh, hopefully he's okay." But with Muzzin and knowing his injury history, it's a little more concerning. So hopefully he's all right. But let me know your thoughts in the comments section below, as always, with the MacKinnon thing. Should the league have done anything? Did you see any intent there? I didn't really see intent myself, but I'd be interested to know your thoughts. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through, just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.